Guys, another episode of What's Up Guys?
These.
Bring it. Outside. Seven.
Yes, you can start.
What's up, guys? Welcome to
I'll let the host of the show, the Art Talk in the house, Efrain with you.
Hey guys, welcome to Art Talk. We got Mr. Krystiano today. Going to teach us how to really kind of dig deep, give you some more DIY stuff. What are we teaching them today, Krystiano?
We're teaching you guys how to refinish your cabinet without having a professional around.
Save some money.
Some money, especially in this quarantine, all this crazy thing going on. So basically, I'm gonna teach you the basics, how you go about refinishing a cabinet without making a huge mess, and with the products that most likely you can find at Home Depot, Lowe's, in your local hardware store. So stick around.
And as we are doing this live, we are also recording on YouTube, so a lot of the focus may be in front of us, so don't think that we're not looking at what's going on. We're just trying to film it.
And thank you for our biggest sponsor of the day. Just kidding, we have no sponsor for the day. So, we got food though.
Hey!
Yeah, we got food. Somebody keeps sending us food.
I love it, I love it. I'm about to get fat.
Alright guys, I'm gonna try to dig in as fast as I can, but explain as much as I can because we try to beat the 45 minutes on Instagram.
Let's get started.
So basically we're gonna start with this. If you have a cabinet in your house that will look something like this, or a finish that you don't like it, the first thing you have to do is you're gonna get I think I got it here. This is what they call 220 grit. It's a 220 sandpaper, okay? So you're not gonna sand in all the way to the bone, all the way to the wood. What you want is just to scuff it up, because what happened in this cabinet, the probability that they clear coat it and this thing, just like the way they do this, it's so nothing sticks to it.
All right.
That being said, if you put any product in here, what's going to happen is going to peel off down the road, and it's a nightmare. You don't want that. You never want to put a product on the door that's going to peel off later. That's a nightmare. So basically what I do, so I got my 20, it can be a sand block. You can buy this in the local hardware store. Just like a lightly scuff a little bit the surface, okay? The sides are very important. Believe it or not, a lot of people touch the sides of the cabinet most of the time. If you have a laminate, okay, and if the laminate is delaminating, like you have little pieces that's coming out, you can try to glue that piece, right, in little putty and repaint over. Prime and repaint over, or if it's really bad, you might as well just take everything out. Most of the cases when the laminate is bad, you have to replace the doors, and there's companies that only make doors. But guess what, even if you change the doors of your cabinet to get a new look, you don't have to pay like somebody to refinish your kitchen. Refinish your kitchen, it could be anywhere from $1,500 to $3,500, sometimes $5,000 just to refinish a kitchen, which is a nightmare. So I scuff it up a little bit. I'm just gonna clean it. But because this cabinet is staying in your kitchen for sometimes 5-10 years or whatever it is, and you're cooking a lot, you get all that grease, on the cabinet. That being said, when you paint it, the tendency that's gonna delaminate and peel off, it's huge. So what I like to do is I get denatured alcohol, okay? Yeah. Well, all right, good. I don't break it. But I will get just a little bit of denatured alcohol.
All right.
I mean, if you have sensitive skin, just use a glove. This stuff it's alcohol, but it's a little bit more stronger than your regular alcohol. I'm just gonna clean it up.
So you're just getting all the dust off of it?
Yes, and the other idea too that you can use, if you use the gloves, it's better so the oils in your hands not gonna go onto the piece.
Okay. So
this is something that I refinish. This is how I'll go about prepping before I refinish,
So
anything.
you're kind of like taking the clear coating off of...
You take the clear coat and wipe it off the dust.
All right.
Okay? So the product that I'm going to use here, there's two kinds of product. There is one that is a lacquer-based stain. There is one that is water-based stain. And I think next week, I'm just going to go real quick how I clear coat the piece, because we won't have enough time to do this in the show. but that way I show a little bit, how we do it. So this is, this will be ready for me to stain it or repaint it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this aside. So I'm gonna show the second step. What I would do about this. If you see the white part, this is the primer. Okay, this is the primer. This is the part that I put this gold champagne on it. What primer should I use? I always like to use a water-based primer inside people's home because it doesn't smell. So I'll go use like 1, 2, 3 primer. You can buy this in a local hardware store. So how do you apply this? If you try to brush your cabinet, it's gonna be a nightmare. Okay, but not a lot of people know how to spray. Okay, and a lot of people don't want to go about buy a compressor, buy a gun, and spray. That could be costly. I found this. I'm gonna go to Home Depot today, and I'm gonna buy the cheapest sprayer, self-sufficient with the air compressor and everything. The cheapest you can buy. This thing was $59. It makes you like, how? And that's how I spray these doors. So this is like you would do your whole entire kitchen. This would do like your fancy in the house, your doors if you want.
$59?
$59.
That's cheap.
$59. So basically what I'm gonna do is I spray. You have to extrain your primer because it's kind of thick. You can put 20% of water and stir it. And you want to extrain it so you don't have globs inside the gun. This one that I put the gold has a little glob in it, but I'm just going to spray for an example. I spray this with that gun, and it's unbelievable. Obviously, you can get a sandpaper afterwards and lightly sand, but if you see the quality, it's unbelievable. The cool thing is that this puts a lot of product on it. It's going to create a nice lamination on a piece. So how I went about this is this. I'm gonna just get this piece of this guy right here. Okay, so you can see it. Basically, let me get the extension cord right there, Efrain.
Yes, sir.
This is ridiculous, man. You can put everything in this little container.
All right.
Let's see if they're ready. And this side again. I want to show you this, so as you can see, this puts a lot of product in it. I got some dirty in there, I'm just like for show, but that's how I did that sample. What I did, Efrain, is very simple. Right, I created some type of
texture,
a character. So what I did, I got a cheap brush,
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
All right.
Basically, what I did is this. I dragged across. You see how it creates a little character to it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this will be better on a white base. As you can see, that alone, it's already sort of like a finish.
Show it to the camera over there.
I'm showing to the camera over there.
All right.
We got people in the house, right production. We got several cameras in the house. So if you guys can see it. All right. So I'm gonna put this guy right here. Okay. So let me see now what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clean this guy right here real quick. This is a metallic, what I spray, it's a metallic water-based color. So, like any metallic color that you can find at Home Depot.
You just do this at home often, or how you come up with like,
I don't know, man.
Going to do
well, I used to
refinish your cabinet.
I used to refinish a lot of cabinet before I started my art career. My art career was always a second plan, right? I used to do a lot of home renovation, a lot of high-end cabinetry. I used to build cabinet. I had like a cabinet shop, so I had to come up with this different finishes because this high-end mansions, they want to like something that which they call refurbishing. It's a French type of finish.
Wow.
So this one's kind of cool though.
Did you do that yourself?
I did that myself, but this, giving credit, to Rebecca in Kansas. I took an incredible class way back when. So I went to Kansas,
wow.
and she had a whole cabinet refinishing stuff, and she nailed those finishes to the T. So we go around, take a lot of classes as well to do those things. It's not,
so the way that this is designed was that you actually giving it that look, or?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This guy right here was actually a door like this.
Wow.
A simple door. But that could be like when somebody wants us to do like a high-end finish, a high-end furniture.
Yeah.
You can, you know, you can see like his wood in the back, maple, and that's how it look in the front. And this just like you do. You see, a door like this, to finish a door like this, will be anywhere from $80 to $100 per door.
Just giving out free knowledge, huh?
Just like, yeah, just how,
Man.
you know, just how, you know, we will charge this per door. Some people, a simple finish, a finish can go from $25 to $100. So here now you can see how I dragged this color. But the trick is that I went in this direction, this direction, this direction to kind of, you know, resemble a little like natural wood. So that I drag across here. But now is the cool thing. What I want to show you is this. I bought this product today, never used it, but it's the first time we're going to use it in the show. Bought at Home Depot. Okay? It's a water base. To the cameras, to the cameras, to the cameras.
To the cameras.
People in the back. So the cameras. So this was around $15. So that is.
Somebody said raffle the gun. They need a gun.
They need a gun. Dude, we pay $59 for this.
Actually, for you guys that are watching, at the end of this live, we are going to be raffling last week's piece. Almost forgot about it. But you got to actually say the number that we thought of before we even started live.
Exactly.
One number we got written. What's the paper? So there's no cheating.
We got the paper right here, somewhere right here. There is a number right here behind this paper.
There's a number. The first person that we see come up with that number.
When we say it, not now. When we say it, we're gonna be looking at.
We're gonna be looking. Whoever has the correct number,
there you go.
Krystiano thought of, wins this piece. So y'all stay live. At the end of this live, we'll be giving away a prize.
And it's not number 100. Okay. I call this like a cheesecloth, all right? But you can use a rag if you want. But this is what it's kind of like. I'm gonna age, you know, this guy, right? What I would do, it was simple as this. This I don't want to put tape because this is fairly fresh, but you guys can see okay. Right on. Okay, so I want to give a character. Now we got the primer, and we got, this is just metallic paint champagne. Okay, there's nothing special about that. This is actually a bad paint job. I spray it on and I'm basically taking it off with the brush, and then you create that. It's like kind of like a bamboo type of finish, but more like on a, if you leave it like this, it's contemporary. You can actually clear coat and call the day. There's people they actually just for that finish.
I mean, it looks good. I thought this was the finish.
Yeah, but now I want to kind of like add a little bit of character to it. This is like a glaze or water-based stain, right? So what I want to do, just pay attention to this. Let me see if you guys, I'm going to come this way, right here. Okay, so I start first inside. Okay, you can even do this, guy. Look, tuck it in, tuck it in.
Get some cracks.
All right, then play with your color. It's got this nice walnut color. Okay. So as you can see, always start the inside first. Look how beautiful and rich this color is.
So question, while you're doing this, I know how long do you have to wait for it to dry before you add this process?
I'd say a couple hours. Every paint you give about an hour, a couple hours, you're good. But the cool thing is with this, you can soft.
So for you guys that are watching, he already let it dry a little bit before he did it. So I don't think you can do the same thing.
See? So you're kind of softening. Basically wiping it off, okay? And you can wipe it here, a little bit here, but in a wood grain direction, okay? The thing is, when you're dealing with a water-based product, it has the tendency to dry faster than oil-based or lacquer-based, okay? Look how beautiful that is. That kind of creates, now you're gonna get things that's gonna puddle at the very end. You don't wanna get that. You get a dry brush, cheap brush, and fade it. Just drag it. A dry brush, not the same brush that you applied. Okay? So you can clean your brush, and you're gonna get that beautiful. It's almost like you're blending it in. Gonna have the beautiful finish. And it's okay if you have a little aging in the edges and things like that. It's supposed to be kind of like, you know, people like a French country, not so much like perfect contemporary. But if you guys can see, look at the difference between the color. The cool thing about this is because it's metallic, it's gonna speak to you. It's gonna create incredible character. See, it's almost like if it's varnished already. And the cool thing is, this is gonna give you a special coat just because you're doing that as well. It protects the door even more. Okay, so now is the time that I want to do my sides. Again, it's first time I'm using this product, very first time, because I think it's important to get something from a store that you can get anytime. You don't have to have a special, you know. Now I'm gonna come in here, it'll be in there. I'm gonna go in.
Go in with them strokes.
Yeah, because what happened that I have some division right here that I have to blend it in, and because I don't want to put tape, I literally have to go all the way and blend it in to create the character look. It looks a little messy, but you gotta apply wet. Don't try to dry brush because this is gonna dry on you, and then you're gonna have like a hot spot, which they call. But I will go like, take it off, take it off, take it off, side, 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 a little bit inside, okay? Wipe right off. You're gonna have some things in there, you just follow, you know, you can get your brush and kind of like stippling in the colors. This helps kind of like, you know, take the imperfection away. But now the cool thing is that here I have a little bit of like, you know, this, like the joints a little bit in 45. I just kind of blend smoothly in there. Now we were gonna say, oh, how about these little intricate pieces right here, right? Because the glaze catch on there and it's a problem. But I usually get, let me get here, I think this is good, hold on. I got a smaller brush, okay, a little smaller brush, and I kind of can detail inside of that. You see, I'm pulling the glaze right off.
I see it.
And it's almost like the cheesecloth. It's almost like it's buffering the finish as well. It's kind of like, it's almost like you try to dry. Let me see the sides here. This thing is almost looking like perfect right here.
I mean, Krystiano did it, why not?
Look at that, look at that.
Let's go.
So like again, just get your brush, you can clean it. And you can apply more if you want inside these little grooves. But I like to do this. And you can look around with the same brush. If you see something that you want to touch it up, this is the perfect brush to kind of like drag around. This finisher here will be in a $50 range. If I will finish for somebody just
So you charge for every extra thing that you do?
Exactly. Every step I add a little more, like a $10 more. And that's include both sides. So you charge $25 for one door, but that includes the back and the front.
Gotcha.
And sometimes the back, if you want to give the client a deal, you just spray one color that looks like the front, but there's not a lot of work.
Gotcha.
So
because no one's really looking
exactly.
at that.
Yeah, but some people, they want to go an extra mile. They want to do everything very believable. You know, but some people, they want to save some money. But as you can see, this thing is looking awesome. I see, I gotta touch it up.
So before you came to this Disney Fine Artist, you were already doing this artwork out
I was already doing like a bunch of houses, high-end home theaters, theme rooms, you know. So that was I've been in the field like for probably like 30 years now. It's like since 15 I've been just doing this thing. I don't know how to do anything else.
Hey man.
But if you can see it, I'm gonna bring this close to the camera. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Like a very, very simple. And again, if you want, you don't want to go with a darker color, you can go lighter color, so you'll be just like this. Because some people don't like the, you know, it's more like a lighter stain. So now, that being said, this is like a glaze part. What do I do next? I will let this dry overnight, and I'm going to spray a clear coat. And you can do a water-based clear coat too, all with the same gun. You know, all with this gun right here. You can do the primer, and you can do your clear coat afterward. The trick is that if you don't know how to spray, practice a little bit on a piece of wood. You don't want to put too much, so it runs on you, because water-based products is kind of hard to sand it. They gum on you. Okay. They like the oils and the lacquer. They more like a sandable friendly. So this right here, let me pull this. There's one tape here that I want to take out. Prime is very important, because prime is going to build the foundation for your finish. So you can see like, all right. So you'll see like a nice hard line in there. And the color is just gorgeous the way it is. It's got the champagne and greenish color into it.
Check this out. Y'all see that?
And it's always going to be a little reflective on you, because it's got metallic. Yeah, it's got the metallic.
Especially with this light.
Once again, guys, this is what I used. Okay. You buy a Home Depot on a wood staining part on the paint department. Okay. And this goes a long way. Trust me, it goes a long way. With cabinet, you gotta have patience. You cannot rush into it, because the best thing I tell people when you're doing your doors, put out there all in front of you, so that way you can see what you're doing. You can see like how it's coming along. It's not so dark in one and another one. And being water-based, the best thing is don't try to fix it too much. It's almost easy to prime it, paint it, and just do it again. The process is actually faster. Prep work is what takes more time. Sanding it down, cleaning it, and priming is the most important part.
And would you say that this is the easiest way, or can they get a sander to sand it down?
I'd say sanding by hand. You're feeling the wood, you're feeling the thing. You know, usually sometimes the sanders, they're too aggressive. Okay. And they kind of ding the pieces. With the sandpaper, you can go in the crevices, you can go on the side.
And was there a particular sandpaper that they should purchase?
I use 220 grit. It's like, you know, it's enough to take the clear off, and it's not strong enough to hurt the piece. So this is gonna be all water-based. That means like all this, you could buy a Home Depot and refinish your cabinet. And remember to let the primer dry overnight. So that's important. Even though it's a water-based, let it cook. Let us, you know, stick it in there.
So almost kind of couple day process. You got
couple day. Well, it might take a little bit more, because when you deal with the cabinet has 22 doors and you by yourself, you have to sand them, you have to prime them, you have, you know, it's a process that if you want to do it yourself, you're going to learn and you're going to enjoy it, and you're going to save probably like $3,000 in the process, because what people do over there, they just display your cabinet and charge $1,200. This is a hand rub finish that people will charge $3,500. So that has a little bit more character to it. It's not just somebody come in and spray your cabinets a different color to give a cabinet lift. So now I want to go to, people say like, hey, what if I buy my doors solid wood and I do not want to paint? I want a beautiful stain, right? I want to stain myself, which stains can be tricky. Your stains can stain the wood most of the time.
So we're staining wood today.
Yeah, so we're gonna stain it.
Let's go.
All right, this is maples, okay? This is like a solid maple, very good quality door.
And where can someone buy something like this to is there some that you can purchase?
There is people that sells the doors. The doors can go anywhere for $20 to $50. You know, there's some people that does in production. There's companies that only do doors. They don't do any other part for the cabinets. Okay. You might find a cabinet place or people that only do cabinet doors and order for them. It takes quite a bit of time. Sometimes it can take about a month to get a set of 20 doors. Wow. You know, because that's what they do, right? So, and there's plenty of companies. I think one here, I'm not so sure. It's
can
like
someone buy this to just try it and sample it out before they actually get into it?
I think the best thing to do is to go to there's some local places that sell used doors.
Gotcha.
Find used cabinets. They do have cabinets that you can buy at Home Depot, but they're more like made out of oak. Oak has a lot of crevices in it. It's a completely different look. You want a door that's like made out of like a maple, that's like, you know, perfect and solid all the way through. So this is a different process. I can show you what to get. You can do any other stain that you buy in Home Depot, like a lacquer stain, or even oil-based stain, a wipe-on stain. I like this particular brand because it's professional. I'm able to tell you what to get it, basically it's a lacquer wipe-on stain. Okay, this one you might want to have a mask because it smells lacquer, it's strong. If you're doing people's house, you want to kind of like, you know, put some box fans on the windows. It stinks a little bit, but you cannot get away because when it comes to wood, remember this is what's going to be on the wood. This is what the stain is going to look, the beauty of the wood grain. That's what you want, right? Because the wood grain, as you can see here, and it's all different even throughout this piece. That's what people are looking for, a nice cabinet that's like a wood, or a nice like office. They want to show this, you know, usually like a lawyer's offices, they want like a, you know, real wood. Again, I'm gonna get my I'm just gonna get my cheesecloth. I can use a rag too. So basically it comes ready for you, and you can have them putting any color you want. So I'm just gonna, and this is like almost like magic. So my place has been already sanded, all right, and prepped.
You already sanded this?
I already sanded this with the 220, and as you can see, I'm just gonna wipe this bad boy in. That's a nice walnut brown. I put a little piece of tape here. The good thing about the lacquer stain is if you kind of mess up, you can go back, and the material alone, the material can kind of wipe it off any mistake. As you can see, I'm going you know, in the same direction of the grain. And guys, this is how strong that is. This is one shot. Usually I do two. Okay, this is one coat. Look at the difference. We turn this in no time. You can't do this with the water base. You basically impregnated the freaking wood with that. Done. So, but as you can see, it's a beautiful walnut finish, gorgeous, and it's faster than any other spray finish. Okay, take this guy out of here.
So would you actually coat it again, or only if you?
I would if I want like a darker. Remember, it's gonna get dull at first because the wood's gonna try to suck it up everything. There are some conditions that you can put in the wood too. That's a little bit more on the advanced part of it. But if I want, I can literally, that's what they call wipe on. I like it because you can stain pretty fast. You see?
Yeah, no, for sure. I see. Taking it all in.
You can wipe it off. And if you want, you can come back and lightly sand it, restain it again. But you see how cool it is? The stain literally goes on top of each other and helps fix everything. And then they go like, how about the edges and things like that? I was just
gonna ask that question. How about the grooves in here? Get another little brush.
I can come back. This is like I'm doing a rough, like a rough stain, you know, kind of like a quick. If somebody wants to stain something. Or even art. Sometimes people want to do some.
What would a can like this cost you?
A lacquer can cost anywhere from $50 to $100, depending on the colors. You know. But what I like that this one is like deep. This one's gonna take like. You see how I'm just going in every direction and it stains it. And when I clear coat this, it just looks like $1 million. It's just a faster process, you know, because you're doing this in people's home and you want to get this like done as fast as you can. But I like because the colors are very bold. If you want to achieve like a darker color, you can achieve in no time.
You know, there's going to be a lot of men watching this. They're probably going to be upset because now their wives are going to tell them that they can just do this.
Exactly. That's the idea. Welcome to Thursday Art Talk. We even got a t-shirt now. Look at this. Art Talk. This guy come up with these things. They more on a professional side. So guys, I'm wiping this wet. Wiping it wet. That's a beautiful color. Very popular color too. And remember, when you clear coat, This color is gonna change a little bit. It's gonna get richer. It can go a nice finish. I wanna clear coat them, so next week I can show what they look like. And again too, like if you're here, you get stuff like that.
By the way, if you guys are still thinking about those numbers, I don't see no numbers yet. So let's go and let's see what kind of numbers you guys are thinking of. Remember, Krystiano thought about it.
I thought about it. So I'll go back
If
here.
you always wanted a Krystiano art piece, this is your opportunity.
Opportunity. Sarah already, I hope this one went out already, so she should be getting pretty soon.
I can't wait to see that picture. Make sure if you're on here, we want to see that picture.
You want to see that picture? This is what I like about the stain. The lacquer stain. You can only do this with the lacquer stain, white pawn stain. Where you can get it, Sherwin-Williams has it, you know, lacquer stain. So there's a company here that we use in Orlando called Star Scenic. If you're in the Orlando area, they got a huge supply. But white pawn, I would have let this, if I want a dark, I would let it drop for about like an hour and come back to it. But like I said, this stuff is strong, guys. It's lacquer, okay? So, but I want to show you this, how beautiful this, in no time. No time.
And it looks so dry.
It looks so dry. It dries right away because it's lacquer. And that's not the final finish, because when I clear coat this, it's going to look gorgeous. You can see it. Nice walnut color on top of maple. See here, did everything. Okay, so this is the product that we have. This is the machine that we sprayed, the Wagner, for 59 bucks. I think it's worth it for the price. And it has the compressor. You can put the paint directly here. That's what I did for my metallic.
They want to know, are we going to give them a range of numbers, or they just got to think?
More range of number? What do you mean?
So you asked them to guess a number. So they want to know, is it 1 through 50 or?
I tell you what, it's 1 through 50.
50. All right, 1 through
1
50.
through 50. You can shoot it again, the numbers. 1 through 50.
So remember that, what was it, last week?
Last week, our talk.
We created this piece.
Let's do this ruffle real quick. Numbers, guys, numbers.
Number 1 through 50. This is what we did last week. If you guys missed the live talk, somebody said 23. That is not the answer. So go ahead, let me know what number you guys think of. All right, what does it say? Hey, will be video, be downloaded, awesome stuff.
And I'm gonna get right here so you guys see the number has been here.
Look,
I'm gonna flip it. Yeah.
Are you gonna download this? So I'm letting them know that you are, as long as you don't get kicked off Instagram today.
Yes.
45. Nope.
No 45. Come on, guys. Come on. Next one.
If you guys have any questions, feel free to also ask any questions. This will be downloaded for you guys to see.
Number 5.
Nope. Nope.
Not number 5. 21. Not 21. Number 5. Not number 5.
Oh.
Dude, I'm blind. I'm blind.
Hey, listen, them things are so small. Nope.
38. No.
Somebody's close though. I can't say who it is, but somebody's close.
Close, 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 close.
So if you guys don't remember, this actually was a piece that was done with recycled water bottles. So what you see here that's actually sparkling is actually the water bottles that he shredded. First he actually spray painted the bottle, then he shredded it, and all this was done with about what, $15?
About $15. That's safe to be safe. $15.
So this was a $15 piece that but can sell for how much?
If I would sell that piece today, it would be about $250. But you know, say for $150, $200. You know,
listen,
that's what
but you're getting it free though.
We're getting it free
and free shipping.
Free shipping.
Listen, free shipping. It's not 7.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Listen, some of you guys are really close.
Oh my God, super close, super close.
We got 27, 10.
Not 10.
10,
Come on,
not 10.
come on.
Come on.
30. Come on, Melanie. Come on, you can do better than that.
Come on, we're waiting on these numbers.
Number 7. Number
Some of you guys
9.
are really, really close.
Number 14.
9.
No.
I'm saying really close. 11.
Super close.
It's not 15. No.
Oh, let me see. Number 7. No. 31. No. We should just let them put it. We keep saying no. They're gonna let us. Like, come on. And number 8 is the winner for Brianna Berman. You got her.
Appreciate it. Make sure that you
okay,
DM
and the
Krystiano so
number
he
is
remembers.
number 8.
It was number 8. This is your piece right here.
That's Brianna Berman.
He will be shipping this as soon as he gets some time. Make sure that you DM him so we can remember exactly who
Yay!
it was.
All right, congratulations. Send me DM me your information.
Get your recycled piece.
Right there, signed by the artist.
Signed by Mr. Krystiano
Did I sign
himself.
that yet? I'll sign it.
No, you can sign the back.
I'll sign in the back. So Brianna is the winner.
Picture of you with the number holding.
Picture with the number. Number 8 in the house. I don't know how you come up with those things. It's just easy to pick some names.
Let's go.
All right, last week was Sarah. Her piece is on the way. Then Brianna, her piece is gonna go on the way next week.
Man, what a beautiful piece.
What a beautiful piece.
All right, guys. You guys have any other questions regarding today's art talk? Is there anything that you guys would love to see? Also, we want to make sure that we give this platform to artists. So if you're an artist and you want to participate in live talk, we definitely want to make sure that you guys can come on, showcase your art, your talents, what it is that you can create. As you've seen, we've been doing a lot of different things and really still doing with art. From last week's recycling piece to this week's refurbishing some cabinets, all dealing with art. So if you're an artist out there, or if you know of an artist, make sure that you guys send them to Krystiano's page, my page itself. DM us. We would love to get you guys on here, or even go to your location and see exactly what you're doing.
Exactly. We're expanding our talk. This whole idea, guys, is just like you know, Efrain said, so we can give it a platform for local and other people as well, because you know we're gonna start putting stuff on YouTube, and I want to get a section that we can actually just like showcase other people on YouTube in our channel, so people get to see so many talent around the world. The whole idea is that I know we live into crazy times right now, and the way we designing this, so you can do stuff at home.
Yep.
For profit, I don't know. You can help somebody else. Maybe somebody's in need, wants to do a cabinet, you know, facelift.
And may not have a lot of money.
Exactly, and you'll be able to bless that person. Just go over there with a simple finish. It's like I said, I know it's kind of like we're gonna put this on YouTube, and I'm gonna explain more of the materials, what we use. Just recap it real quick. You know, it's just kind of like, you know, a simple stain. Any metallic color that's the water base that you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's, they can tint that for you. Okay, a lot of people say, oh, how about water base? They don't work as good as the solvent base. Yes, they do. There's a lot of good water based product. Remember, the cool thing is green, right? You don't have to deal with all those fumes, right? The lacquer is a little bit on the professional side that is necessary for a nice wood grain. Okay, but I'm gonna throw something that it wasn't planned for the show. I'm gonna brush that bad boy to give like some sunburst edges on it. So you guys gonna get to see live only here.
Only here.
Only here. Let me see if I can get my compressor going.
Don't worry, we're gonna put this piece away so it's safe, Brianna.
All right, I got a regular air brush in here with some. Everything gets stuck in here. You can't get lighter than that, man. This is true life. All right, so guys, this is just an airbrush. What I will do, I will come in and I want you to see like there's nothing there. All right, so now I'm gonna bring this thing to life. That's a little bit on the professional side. If you're an airbrush, welcome. You know, you're welcome to try it. Giving that edge a little character to it. And no, guys, we not be ruffling this door. No. Nothing this week to ruffle, but we got food for free again. Thanks to Ana Guizera that donated us some spheres today in the house. I appreciate the food. Trust me, we need. We're not starving here.
Yes.
We're not starving artists,
We're starving artists.
you know,
We empty
we're
like
still.
this.
All right, so you're gonna see how crazy that piece gets. All right. Light, guys, it's always good to go light.
This is
And
good.
you can dark as you go.
We should definitely take a before and after.
So
That's nice.
Well, you can see now how cool this bad boy look at that. Listen, when you clear coat this,
can we show them what it originally looked like though?
yeah,
This was the original door right here. Original door. After it was all said and done, Mr. Krystiano hit it with his blessed hands.
You got a primer, and you can see. I want to get really close. I want to get close because I want you guys to see this.
See the details.
Guys, this applies to furniture as well. If you have like a coffee table,
This was before.
ending table,
Before.
beds, I mean, you name it. It's like, see like the edges and everything.
That's good stuff, man.
So that's some good stuff.
Before and after.
And again, this is the brown door. Okay, that's the brown door. All solid wood. When I clear coat this, it's gonna look gorgeous. So, as you can see, the airbrush that I did, so it was applied on this one as well.
Was
This
that
is
also airbrush?
yeah, also airbrush and clear coat. This is more like on a country finish side, like a French country. It's like a beautiful indoors. And we put this in. You know, the cool thing is, sometimes you buy. I tell people like this, man. There's money everywhere. You go on Facebook and you buy an antique furniture, right? So the other day I bought a 1920 cabinet radio, and I refinished beautiful. I put an Alexa in there, and then I have an old-fashioned radio with an Alexa into it, right? So it's a great piece. You can go out, buy those solid wood furniture, refinish and flip it, right? You get furnitures, man, they got a scratch. People literally giving away for $20, $30. You bring it home, you lightly sand it, you refinish. If you don't know how to airbrush it, that's okay, because you still can use the brush to give the old edges, you know, blend it in and put for sale for like $200, $300.
No, I've seen it. I've seen people actually refurbish, like you said, dressers, old dressers that are really sturdy wood, and redoing them. I've seen people, you know, do nice teal colors, and nice white colors.
Exactly.
And really think about colors that sell when you are refinishing some dressers or whatever it may be. But this is nice. This is
yeah, this is like is the basic but effective, right? Because sometimes people, I want to refinish my cabin. They don't even know where to start it. What kind of product? Like you see here, that's a water-based product that you can buy in the local hardware store. And obviously, I don't want to advise anybody. I know people do chalk furniture, chalk paints, and blah blah blah. It's a nightmare. It cakes on you, builds it up nasty, unless if you want something very crackling. So what I like to do is give a nice finish. This is like, listen, I think a Harbor Freight, you can get this thing cheaper and better. They have ones that has a compressor and a hose. This was $59, right? And it works. It really does, because what you see here, it's what I did with this gun. And I just bought it. I went to Home Depot.
It's not bad.
Bought this for $59, and trust me, I'm not gonna take it back. So I'm just gonna use it here in the studio to keep showing different things, because I mean, we probably have 300 guns in the studio because we use it. But I like it. I'm not gonna say it's gonna last forever. I mean, come on, it's $59. The compressor is built in. All right, we're not getting paid by Wagner. We wish, but if you guys the Wagner see this, you want to sponsor us, hey, you're welcome. We're here. So, but the cool thing is that if you have a door at the house and you want to paint it, just a regular paint, you can use this. Okay,
$59.
you can use this. The same process. If it's a latex base, you can put latex on top of latex. But if it's oil based, you cannot put latex on top of it. You have to lightly sand, you have to prime it. The same process, so you stick to it. Because if you paint latex on top of oil, it's gonna peel off on you. Easy, just like a tape. It's gonna come right off. It's important to understand. So, guys, we have like 5 minutes. I think we're gonna be done. We did it again. Instagram didn't kick us off. We appreciate, I mean, there was a lot of people, they asked me last week about the cake that we had here. We're going to post that in because that was donated to us. We try to do this professional.
Good cake. Listen, I've never tried Brazilian cake, but that was really delicious.
It was amazing. Thank you once again, Tamar. We're going to put the description.
I literally went to bed thinking about it, actually. I was like, man, that was some good cake. I
had some cake here for the whole week. You know, it was good. But we'll try to do this as professional as I can, but when we start the YouTube, most of the information is going to be there. But you can always DM me. I'm very good on my phone just to letting you guys know what I use. I can snapshot a picture and send. If I don't text, I'm just gonna take a picture of what I use and I'll send it to you. Actually, we probably should take a picture of. I'm gonna take a picture right now, all these products together, and I'm gonna put them on Instagram. My friend's gonna put it on Instagram so you know what to get. Everything was purchased at Home Depot, except for the lacquer stain. If you want to know more about that, I advise you to go on YouTube. There's a lot of stain, techniques in there if you want to get into the real wood, which I don't think you will be. You won't get into that because it's a complete separate business. But if you want to refinish a cabinet or bless someone and help someone, just kind of give it a cabinet facelift. This is the time. So everybody's still at home. So once again, guys, thank you for being here. We're doing this for you. This show is exactly for you to, go out there and just better yourself and just create incredible things, and we're here every Thursday night.
And listen, if there's anything that you guys may have questions about, or maybe you want to have a topic, we definitely want to hear about it because it allows us to create content based off those things. And again, if you're an artist and you wanted to be featured on this show, you're local, we can possibly come to you, or if you know any other artists that would love to come to the studio and just talk about themselves and be interviewed by myself or Krystiano about the art world. We're definitely also looking for those. But we appreciate you guys coming in every Thursday. Thursday, 6:30 p.m.
We're right here. Right.
We'll see you next week.
Now we're gonna eat, and I don't know what you're gonna do. We're about to eat. Thanks, Anna, for the sponsorship of the food. We're not going hungry again. See you next time. Art Talk. Peace out.